everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a card using the Sprigs and Leaves thin cut set along with stitched card front and background and the gratitude thin cut set. So this is a no stamping card and it comes together very quickly. Okay, so these are all the die cuts, and then I've chosen a selection of greens, and my background is going to be white daisy. I'm going to do white on white layering. Okay, so I'm cutting that down to 4.5 inches, and then we'll run this stitched card front and background die through. And then there's another die that comes with this set, and it creates a stitched border, and it cuts a piece at 4.25 by 5.5, which is the size of an A2 card background. So it fits perfectly on an A2 card. Okay, so I'm going to layer those two up. And then I have a piece of evergreen. No, I have a piece of pine, and this is the regular color of pine. And I'm going to cut out this vein die. And it's a pretty thin cut, so I decided to cut 3 of them and stack them so that there's a little more dimension on the card, and it has a little more substance once it's all stacked together. Okay, so I'm going to cut 3 of those out. This also reminds me of evergreen boughs, so this will be a good die for Christmas cards as well. Okay, so those are the veins of the leaves. So make sure when you pick out the leaf dies, there's a whole bunch in this set. Pick out the one that's the shape that's a little bit wonky. It's not the oval leaf shape from the other grouping of leaves. This one, it kind of has a wonky side to all of them. So there's 5 of them in there. So I'm cutting that with sage. So I have 5 leaves that can layer underneath that vein die cut that I made. And now this one is in rosemary, so I'm going to cut 2 of them. So that one's all together, so it doesn't require any assembly. Okay, and then last I'm going to cut the word thankful with some black glitter paper. And then I decided to layer this one up too. So I'm going to find 2 scrap pieces of black cardstock and run that through again. So I'll stack that, all 3 of them. This one stacks together nicely and it cuts beautifully. So then we'll cut the 3rd one. And then off camera, I will layer all of these and just glue them together with wet glue. Okay, so that's the thankful die cut with 3 layers, and then I have my vein for the leaves, the leaf grouping, 3 layers of that as well. Okay, now we can start building our card. So I've got an A2 card base, and then I'm just going to lay down that stitched border piece of white daisy with Tombow, and then I'll add my decorative overlay with some wet glue. I like to use wet glue with this because the needle tip allows me to get fine dots, little teensy tiny dots, and if I have to shift it, I can. I'll have just a second to move things around so I have it placed correctly. And then I'm going to layer together this leaf grouping. So I don't think there's really any particular leaf that goes in a certain place. I'm just kind of putting them all together. It is handy that there's 5 of them though, so it's just one pass through your die cut machine to get all of them. So I'm just gluing these together. And this one, it looks really cool in real life. Lots of dimension and interest. And you can use whatever color cardstock or pattern papers you want to with this. Keeping it clean and simple for this card, but you have lots of creative opportunities with this die cut set. Okay, that one's all done, and then I'm just going to lay things out on my card front. Real simple grouping. And then my thankful sentiment. Okay, so I'm just going to glue everything down with wet glue. Quick and simple. And no stamping required for this one. And then we'll get that sentiment attached. And then last, I'm going to bring in some melon grosgrain ribbon and just tie a quick bow and trim it up. And then I'll attach it with some glue dots. So all of these supplies are currently available in my online store. I'll make a list with links in the description below, and you can do some shopping. This is a great die set, and I love that background die as well. I love all of them. And there's my finished card. So I appreciate you watching my video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And then you'll be able to find all of my videos, and I have quite a few in the library there. And thanks for watching.